we call in the UK we call it a fringe. I'm keeping this bit. I haven't said hello yet, but I'm keeping this bit in. Hello, lurkers, and hello, all you archaeologists. I'm the Johnstruct. My hair does what it wants. So if it's looking good, that's just the universe's dice rollers has won out for once. I'm having a Bonpeaks. That's definitely not the name of this game. I'm having a Bonfire Peaks adventure. I'm slowly getting back onto the other games, although I'm still playing Final Fantasy, just be on the weekend. Hello, Phoenix, as well, who's been here for a while. Bonfreaks is definitely... I'm trying to think. Hunter x Hunter has a Gone Freaks, and Vash the Stampede has a saxophone freak. I've forgotten what his name. He's great. I'm going to play some computer games, specifically this one here that I am looking at right now. How do I do that? I'm going to get out my controller. So, I've noticed that, ooh, it's working. Excellent. Let's say farewell now for the time being and hide this. It sort of snuck up on me, but they've recently released X-Men 97, which is a continuation of the 90s series. And I was always too poor to watch X-Men. Let's go here. I remember my father. We went to Laser Quest once upon a time. And I could see they had monitors up there with TV programs, and that's when I saw X-Men, and there was no sound because it's in a building, but you saw the intro, and I just thought it was the coolest fucking thing ever. And then I never got to see it again. I think I saw episode 1 because I recognized episode 1. And you know, I don't want to delete my game. Please don't delete the game, John. This seems so easy to accidentally delete. Let's play. No, that's how you load the game. I will say, because obviously people are talking about it on the Twitter, its themes are not subtle. Like literally within like 40 seconds, Jubilee is like crying on the floor for being different, and her foster parents are just outing her. Like, it's not a subtle series. That's good. Like, because subtlety is overrated when it comes to certain things, but like, because yeah, her parents have reported her to the mutant registration, which is supposed to be a secret, and she's like, "Why am I different?" But like, all the themes are just like very definitely in front of you. But I will say, there's a load of really cool one-liners in episode 1. Where Rogue picks up a Sentinel and starts destroying it, and Jubilee's saying to Storm, "What's going on?" And Storm's like, "She knows how to. She has a certain way about handling men, or something like that." Fuck, I'm terrible. I remember things. I watched this like an hour ago, and my favorite X-Man is Gambit, because I once read his Wikipedia page, and he's got the coolest Wikipedia page. He's still my favourite because his Wikipedia page is still the best Wikipedia page. We will actually do some puzzles as well. And also I love his design. Oh no, the game's frozen. But I like... It's refreshing seeing Wolverine as an angry tiny man who's just an emotional baby who just wants his way. I appreciate the internet has remembered the Cyclops as cool as fuck, because like the films, I even remember there we go, "You shall not pass." There's Magneto's words there. The movie, I remember James Marsden in the film, and they just fucking robbed him. It's just like Cyclops has quite an important role as team leader, and it's just like, nope, fuck him, he's not as cool as Wolverine, so James Marsden doesn't get to do shit. I was generally happy for James Marsden when he got to be on Westworld and actually got to do stuff, because like, it's an important role. Like, I get it. The team leader is not the most fun role. Being like Leonardo from the Turtles, of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Variety. Yeah, like Wolverine fans sort of ruined Wolverine and Cyclops, because Wolverine doesn't get to be cool. He doesn't get to be an emotional baby. Cool man, without a Cyclops going, "No, it's a fucking stupid idea to just run up and kill everything." Like, I will say, because I know about Morph. I don't know. So, spoiler warning for a 20-year-old franchise. Morph dies in like the start of episode 2. I assume Morph comes back, but as a characterization, Morph was just a little goblin person going hee hee hee. I can change shape. It wasn't great because that person, and also not on the title screen, so you know Morph's not sticking about. But then Wolverine being like, Morph, no, is just brilliant. I like everyone loves Morph, even though Morph is just a silly little guy going, I can change. So like, actually exploring ideas with Morph, it's fine. It's a good idea. Like, because like, just a little silly imp. And I know they use them in the movies because being able to change shape is a very useful power. Also, killing off somebody who can change shape is a very good idea in general. Like, but yeah, there's a load of really cool one-liners in that first episode, which I wish I wrote down. It's not a shonen anime, so all the powers are going to be inconsistent. Like, literally, oh no, there are sentinels. How can we deal with these? And then they just do, because it's a later scene, and it's fine. And it's like, that's fine. Like, I'm watching a 90s cartoon. But I didn't think I'd have anywhere near as much fun as I am with it. And also, I watched a few episodes. I was like, I'll just watch one. It's like an hour later. I go, I need to put this down and do things. To watch it when I'm at work or something. I'll burn from this. Not a lot. I'll watch the Spider-Man one as well. Spider-Man. I probably saw a couple more X-Men cartoons. Let's actually start a puzzle. And Spider-Man's, but never in order. To the point where it's the movies, I only knew about a lot of them because of the movies. Obviously, they never put... Hang on. Oh. How do we even do this? Oh. I see. That's probably not a good idea, is it? Ooh. I've never been brave enough to bleach my hair. I'm worried that I'm too old to do it now. Even though there's this sort of... We need a box for this. The sort of blue rinse thing people do. Obviously that's not a thing anymore, but... there's a lot of levels I've not done. What game is that? There's a little homage to a different game there, and I don't know what game it is. I'll have to check. I'm on a Discord server, a puzzle game Discord server, because one of the games I played, the guy who made the game was just like, yeah, I'm on a Discord server, so come join. And they'll have all those games there. But, ooh. If I was going to dye my hair, it'd be bright red. It would be like, and I don't think it would suit me at all. Because there's ways of going, that's a very 90s colour scheme. It probably wouldn't be bright red, it would probably be just the French. But 14-year-old John would have wanted bright red hair. That's the thing, yeah. The longer you leave it, the weirder it is. Okay. Ooh. Okay, how do I restart this? You can, like, you can have a little sit down. You'd be like, it's hard work. It's hard work being a little dude. Just gonna have a little sit. Alright, I would like to zoom back out though. I did not know there were zoom buttons. I would like to restart the puzzle though. Okay, R does it, but it's fair enough. It would probably be blonde as well. So if I pick this up, the spikes turn up. Fuck. There we go. Oops. Oops. Lovely, there's a puzzle solved. Thank you. Let's place it there. That seemed like a teaching level. You shall not pass. Should have done this one first, to be honest. Is this another spiky one? It is. Oh no. I see, yeah. So I reread that. What am I doing exactly? So this is less about... Because I can't pick... Yes, yeah. That's what I mean. I like it would be less jarring for blonde. What is my plan exactly? Oh, it's strangle. There we go. Yeah, I've supported enough friendship group that even if it did look a bit silly, it'd be nice enough about it. And also, I probably know enough people who are into hair who are just like, you know how people are. They'd be like, "Oh, are you? Come here!" Like, in the same way, I've had people offer to come in and tidy my house because they like tidying. I'm like, I don't want you tidying my house. But I get the instinct that some people have. Yeah, I didn't quite get that, but people like sorting shit. Okay. Yes. I assumed it might be something like that. That's very disconcerting. Just... I think I want it on the spike. Let go of it. There we go. Now what am I doing? I don't know, that seemed like a good idea. Turning the camera might help. I've not done a very good job of actually explaining what's going on. But, can always do that. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to burn our old stuff for nostalgic reasons. Then we can... Oops. That does not count. It still exists. And so we just need to get to the fire. We need to be on the same level as the fire so we can plonk this in. This particular level... Because all you really need to do, right, to get to the fire is make some stairs. That is easier said than done. So there's some stairs, but unfortunately, it's not quite high enough. Now, if you plonk something on the spike, it will be that higher level, but as soon as you step on it, it'll fall down. So we don't want this here. We want, say, this here. Yeah, it's not going to work. So the movement, you can go forwards and you can go backwards, but if you try and turn left, you can turn left and you can turn right. So that's very important. So you're not. So the controls change depending on the direction you're pointing as well. So right now I'm pushing left and right, but if I press forwards, left and right will do that. So left. If I press left once, he'll turn. If I press it again, he'll walk. What I'm going to do is I'm going to rescue this. Might even put it there. I want to take this down. Now the problem is I've built a bridge and I have no idea. He can get there, he just can't bring that with him. So now the puzzle becomes, how do we get up to that? Have I already made a mistake? Because you have to push it down for it to become accessible. I can't pick it back up again. So it might be a case of... something like that. I think I was closer before. Idle. Yeah, I like the vibes. There we go. So I get that level was about invoking that movie, the Indiana Jones from Indiana. Oh, speaking of Indiana Jones, whose name I would imagine was inspired by Duncan Idaho from the Dune novel. As we all know, Dune low-key inspired fucking everything, including Star Wars, kind of obviously. But obviously, I've been playing Final Fantasy VII recently, which all the Final Fantasy series owes a debt to. We can get to the secret place now. There's so many levels in this game. You know, Dungeons and Dragons and Final Fantasy. But like, Cloud has Mako eyes. He has the Fremen eyes. And I don't know why I just noticed that. That's the one we didn't do. Piv healer. So I'm not actually, what I'm doing is I'm not really applying any logic, I'm just sort of looking at what's accessible in terms of movement. But it looks like you do actually need to rescue one of those things. Now I actually have a plan, which is to catch this. Like so. There we go. There is some old clothing and furniture and toys burned. We have a box. Okay. Boxes cannot leave. They can't be dropped over the side. But there might be stuff up there. Shoal. I don't know what shoal means. So some of the levels are easier because there'll be a restriction. So this, if you pick up that, you die. And that's a pretty heavy restriction on what to do. Now, it might be a case that it wants us to do an elaborate walk or something. Because if we knock it off, ooh, okay, there's no way of getting it, so it has to be picked up. Oh, I was overthinking it. There we go. Lovely. Oh, I like these levels. Overhang. There's my cup of tea. How do I make that last one? That's the puzzle. It's too high, it's blocking the place. I am curious about something else as well. Haha! That's cool. That's a really nice application of that, like, that rule set. More puzzles. This is so many puzzles. One way. Oh no. Lovely. Being taught new rules. I don't know if I understand the application of those rules and how to do that. Fuck. The other way definitely makes more sense. The problem is if I do it like the other way, I don't think I have any way of pushing it because it just goes over it. Huh.